Hello everybody, you're watching PlayStation Access. My name's Rob, and this is what's new on PlayStation on Tuesday the 14th of March 2023. First up, the Dark Pictures Switchback VR, a PlayStation VR2 experience that looks like scientists made it in a lab to be the perfect scaring machine. It's an on-rails shooter horror, which is fancy speak for roller coaster from hell. It straps you into a ghost train as it trundles through scenarios torn from the Dark Pictures anthology. Think serial killer dens and vampire nests as you blast through monster-filled shooting galleries. Where it gets really frightening is the ingeniously horrible use of PlayStation VR2. Headset rumble lets you feel every bump of your noggin against dangling body parts, while haptic feedback mimics rain-lashed ghost ships or the crumbling rock of an ancient Sumerian temple. But the really ghastly bit uses the eye tracking. There are enemies that only move when you look away from them, and rooms where if you blink, you die. Finally, you can experience the horror of Doctor Who's Weeping Angels. The game should come with free therapy. If, after hearing all of that, you still think you're brave enough, Switchback VR comes to PS5 exclusively for PlayStation VR2 on the 16th of March. Next up is WWE 2K23, where this year's cover star, John Cena, stars in a showcase mode that unusually focuses on his most iconic defeats. You'll be reliving these marquee matches from inside the shoes of the wrestlers who bested him, using a fusion of gameplay and live-action footage to bring those moments to life. In a series all about celebrating these modern mythological heroes, the opportunity to take a pop at a legend has us salivating. As does the addition of War Games, a match type that stitches two rings together, wraps the whole thing in a steel cage, and slowly drip feeds in new wrestlers from two rival pools. It's how we settle disputes here at Access, and imagine it'll make for thrilling encounters as the advantage swings between which team outnumbers the other, and the double ring allows smaller fights to break out away from the main scrap. All of this on top of a career mode, and the sandbox antics of WWE Universe mode makes WWE 2K23 a power slam of a proposition when it releases on PS4 and PS5 on the 17th of March. Coming to the store today is The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, another entry in the nigh on Falcom's sprawling RPG universe. This one's the sequel to last year's Trails from Zero and picks up with Lloyd Bannings and chums a few months after those dramatic events. You're again policing the city of Crossbell as the special support section, which means solving lots of petty crimes and strategically smacking monsters about a grid in turn-based combat. This time that's with an added burst meter for charging up brutal chain attacks. Some knowledge of Trails from Zero is recommended for this one, and playing Azure with a previous PS4 Zero save file even carries some of your decisions over. Previous experience or no, you can kiss your spare time goodbye when this epic releases on PS4 from today. Also in the store this week is Anno 1800 Console Edition, marking the first time Ubisoft's city-building empire simulation has ever appeared on a PlayStation console. That means the game's been optimised to suit the DualSense wireless controller with a resized UI, so you can appreciate the teeny-tiny buildings of your urban sprawl from the comfort of your couch. Will your industrial age be a happy one or a Dickensian nightmare? Find out on PS5 on the 16th of March. If managing the lives of an entire city sounds too daunting, try guiding just the one in The Wreck. In this 3D visual novel, you follow Junon through one life-changing day, hopping into her mind at pivotal moments to help steer her decisions and exploring fragments of memories to figure her complicated life out. The Wreck releases today on both PS4 and PS5. Oh, and if you're thirsting for some loot, there's also a Diablo 4 Early Access Beta running from March the 17th to the 20th, offering a whole weekend of hacking and slashing to anyone who pre-ordered the game on PS4 and PS5. Don't forget to check out the deals tab for heaps of brilliant discounts too. There's a massive Capcom sale, so you can mentally prepare for Resident Evil 4 Remake by getting Resident Evil 2 Remake for a 75% discount, or Resident Evil Village for half price. Scaredy Cats are catered for too, with Monster Hunter Rise at 50% off, and the hilarious Ace Attorney trilogy also going for half price. And do check out the Accessibility Collection for a range of excellent titles with innovative and wide-ranging accessibility options. Don't forget you can browse the full lineup of new releases and even purchase all of this content online at store.playstation.com, with PS4 games available through backwards compatibility on PS5. Please remember all PlayStation Store content is subject to change. Subscribe for your weekly shot of PlayStation Store goodness, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all our videos on everything PlayStation. Thanks for watching.